What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And you know what doesn't make sense to me? How for 2.5 years, the liberal media has been willing to not only believe, but to push phony, false conspiracy theories about Russia collusion, no evidence whatsoever. They wanted us to believe something so far out as that Russia somehow found a way to secretly set up a conversation, perhaps with Donald Trump, um, and went into cahoots with him to help him become the president of the United States. There was no evidence of this. They tried to make it appear that so many of the people in Trump's sphere was Russian agents, and that Trump somehow, at 70 something years old, was triggered. Maybe they've been preparing him since he was a child. Yeah, let's go ahead and plant him into America. Let him go through this false life growing up in Brooklyn. Ascend to the very top of the food chain financially. And then somehow we just know that he's going to be able to win the presidency. And so we could take control of America. That's what they wanted us to believe. Something straight out of a spy movie. But now that Attorney Barr comes out and says something very believable, practical, logical, that the Trump administration was spied on by top echelons of the FBI, perhaps CIA, those guys, Brennan, Clapper, all of them. Now all of a sudden, this guy is peddling all types of conspiracy theories. This is crazy. He's just feeding into Trump's conspiracies. Now, you would think the media would learn because remember, they spent the last 2.5 years trying to convince us that there was Russia collusion. Trump was a spy. He was a traitor, all of that stuff. Then they get egg in their face when the information comes back and it's fake. How did we get it all wrong? Well, they're about to repeat the same mistake. Now, you'd think Attorney Barr would state something like, spying went on. When Trump said he was spied on by the Obama administration, they all laughed. They all mocked him. Spied on? What is this guy talking about? He's crazy. Then it came out that they were surveilling Trump. And they tried to play mix with words. Oh, well, you know what? Spying and surveilling, totally different things, right? Well, here's what kills me about all of that. They never retracted those statements. They never say, you know what? We got that one wrong. Trump was right. He was surveilled. Then, and I'm thinking the whole time, I said, don't they realize Trump's the president now? See, all of that stuff that took place wasn't supposed to ever have to even come out because Hillary was going to win and they swept it all under the rug. Trump won, now they're playing cleanup, but Trump had access to all that information. So I said to myself, do they really think Trump would make a bold statement like that without having an idea of what happened? I mean, think about it. He's the president now. He has briefings. He has access to all types of information. You'd think him knowing how the media is salivating at the mouth to try to fact check him, prove him wrong, mix his words up. You'd think he would just throw that out there, pull it out the butt. Yeah, I was surveilled by the Obama administration without knowing something. Yeah. Do you think Attorney Barr would throw this statement out there today during these testimonies about them spying on Trump and he doesn't know? He's going to just go ahead and risk his whole career by throwing out a reckless statement that he doesn't have access to that information that would lead him to make that statement. So why then would the media be willing to believe all that other crazy stuff about Russia and Putin and all that stuff? Yeah, the Kremlin, Trump being peed on by hookers, all that. But now, when Attorney Barr makes that statement, they feel that he's now been compromised. Somehow he's working on behalf of Donald Trump to cover up and feed into Donald Trump's conspiracy theories, and now they're going to have egg on their face once again. Now, the Democrats then sent out the talking points. This was a bombshell to them. They always knew. But immediately, hey, get the media on the line, tell them to run interference, downplay this, and try to call Barr some type of compromised person who's carrying water for Trump and trying to cover up for the president. We got to get on top of this right now. Got to get on top of it. So that's what they're trying to do at the own risk of their already destroyed reputation. But see, here's the thing about this. If they were smart, which the Democrats and the media aren't, because they walk into this trap every time. If they were smart, instead of attacking Barr's reputation and trying to paint him as somebody who's working on behalf of Trump, decided, hey, you know what? I'm retired. I'm living great, made all the money I need to make, but I'm going to come out of retirement for Trump just to try to support him and all of his crazy, wacky theories. Yeah. If they are going to go after this guy, do you think that would encourage him to, say, not find a lot of evidence to show and expose that they all attacked him for no reason and all of their attacks were lies and attempts to cover up this whole big scandal to undo a duly elected president? You think he'd take it easy? You think it'd be on the back burner? You think he'd be like, you know what, when I get a chance, I'm going to get around to checking into that espionage against the president for no real reason? Or do you think he'd say, you know what, now it's my mission to expose this so that all of y'all can stick your foot right down your throat? But no, knowing them, they just don't get it. They don't know when to stop. They always poke the bear. If Trump would have got elected and they would have left him alone, this whole Russia backfiring of all of this would have never came out. They should have just said, you know what, he won. Let's just be quiet, try to come up with some policies. Maybe we can compete next time. But instead, let's go after him with some fake Russia collusion mess. And now what that does is open up the door for all of the other mess that went on. Now it's starting to come all the way back on them. And the Democrats, instead of learning from their mistakes, and the liberal media, now all of a sudden they want to go on an attack against Barr. He's not a Rosenstein. You know, he's not a Comey. I mean, you think he's going to let them trash his reputation and he's buying into conspiracy? Adam Schiff had the nerve to say, this language was insinuatory. I can't believe he would say something like, and I'm thinking, this dude has been running around for the last 2 years, accusing the president of being a traitor. And he's talking about this is inflammatory language by saying that the Trump administration was spied on. They right now are in crisis mode, trying to cover this mess up, because now it's going to expose that the whole thing was bogus. We knew it. They just don't want the rest of the public who don't watch anything but the fake news. They don't want them to know that. And so we're going to watch this thing play out, and I'm going to laugh. Once again, it's going to be just as sweet as the whole, Russia did this and what? They didn't? Oh, how did we get this wrong? This is also going to be sweet when Barr comes back and say, you know why I say they spied? Because it is. There you go. Anyway, check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30, live in Kevin's Corner. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. And my radio blog talk show, same time, same place. And make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom of this video to do that. And don't forget to check out Extreme Tees. If you like something, put my name in the promo code, Kevin, and you'll get 20% discount. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless.